afternoon, everyone. This afternoon we are going to elaborate a kind of philosophy of Dr. Jagdish Bhagwati. Jagdish Bhagwati is India-based professor in Colombia University, USA. He's based in New York, Columbia University professor. He's from India. He has actually coined this phrase, triple Gullivers. According to him, three nations, triple Gullivers, that he has actually called them Gullivers, three nations in Asia are destined to rule the world economically. These three nations, China, Japan and India. We don't give too much credit to our nation, but those people who are sitting on the higher crescendo, they look India as an emerging power in economy, emerging power in industry, in education, Scientology, space technology, IT and every single thing. According to him, the first nation in Asia which is destined to rule the world is China. Now, as you know, China is the second in the world. It is the most leading economy with a juggernaut, formidable juggernaut, and China is the second in the world only after America, and so many economists have predicted that China has been destined to kind of surpass America within a decade. 10 years from now, China may be ahead of America, and America would be second to China. It's a leading economy. Economically, you know, China is a humongous nation, tremendous economic power, juggernaut. Militarily, China is second to none, and second economic nation in the world with $5 trillion plus exports. Its strength actually springs from its export base. Exports. And China has been exporting to America up to $2.5 trillion of the Chinese goods in America alone. That makes China numero uno, number one, second to none in the world. Number two is Japan. Japan doesn't have what we can say that humongous juggernaut. Army is not big. Japan depends upon NATO nations in general and America in particular to provide its defense needs. Japan's IT hub is humongous. It's the third biggest economy in the world after USA, China, and third Japan. High GDP, world-class industrial hub. These are the things making Japan the second Gulliver, according to Jagdish Bhagwati. Third Gulliver, according to Jagdish Bhagwati, is India. Though India is still a developing nation, some consider it underdeveloped because there are certain factors in certain areas there that India has been lagging behind, particularly education, healthcare, sanitation, infrastructure, population. These are some of the, we can say, the blot, some stigma on the face of America, the face of India. Other than that, India is an emerging fourth GDP in the world. Biggest fourth GDP in the world, the economic tiger, and third in Asia economically and industrially after China and Japan. Fourth GDP means there are 195 nations in United Nations membership. And fourth means 191 nations of that cluster are actually lagging behind India. So fourth means India is number one is America, China, Japan, and fourth is for GDP is what? Fifth GDP. It was the fifth GDP just about a couple of months ago, or I would say about 6 months ago. Because England was ahead of us, but now we have surpassed England, and we become fourth GDP in the world. Economic tiger. Our economy is actually growing at the rate of about 8% GDP. That considered to be a tiger, a meteoric trajectory. And we are third in Asia economically and industrially. So these are the three Gullivers or triple Gullivers coined by Dr. Jagdish, Bhagwati, Professor of Colombia University, USA, from India. That's all the time we have. Thank you very much for listening. See you again next time. Until then, God bless everyone on this planet. Amen.